It's the end of the day with Ray. Hello, my friends. Hey, today I'm doing a pro bono video for our good friends over there at HP. I'm doing an advertisement video for them. Maybe they'll see this video and they'll want to reach out and hire me to help them market what they're doing in the marketplace, because their ability to sell direct to end users is phenomenal, folks. I get emails all the time. Well, yesterday I got one and I was so impressed with the graphics on this email and the portal and the ability for me to buy stuff. I said, I got to show this to the audience. So without any further ado, I got to jump on the Sharp Interactive board. I'm going to show you what HP's doing over there. And folks, here's the reality. You need to sign up the Amplify agreement. I know I've been kind of against that for a long time, but when I see all the hard work that HP's putting into selling end users direct, it's important for them to get as much data about your end users as possible so that this program can be successful. I mean, we don't want any more senior leaders at HP kind of leaving and selling all their stock if they think the thing's going to fall apart any day now. And they're putting a lot of effort in, trying to help people buy directly from them through e-commerce platforms. And the Amplify program is a great way to do that. Or maybe there's like a DCA tool out there that's owned by a distributor who has a really good relationship with HP, and they could work together to help HP. But we got to try to help HP out, because when I show you what they're doing, I mean, I just can't talk anymore. I got to get right up there and show you that. Look at this thing. So I get this email and I open it up. Look at, stack up these sweet savings, load up your cart. Folks, could you imagine, my dealer friends, if you went to your website and there was a shopping cart with that kind of animation and boxes flying in it and stuff? I mean, that would be freaking awesome. But I know, you're not going to do that. Of course you're not going to do that. If you had a shopping cart on your website, what in the world would your salespeople do? You don't want customers to be able to buy from you. Let them buy from HP. That's why it's important for you to give them the data. They don't need to be running around trying to figure out who to send these emails to. If you'll give them the data, that'll help them a lot, because they put a lot of work into this, and you're never going to do that as a dealer owner. Why in the world would you ever, like I said, a shopping cart on your website? How ridiculous is that? So let's just scroll down here. Look at this, folks. Look at this. A computer for $1,500. Could you, what is that, a computer? This is unbelievable. Could you imagine, dealers, if you were able to sell compute products on your website? This would be amazing. I know you're not going to do this because it's blasphemy. Can you imagine your salespeople would have a meeting? Hey, how come you're selling stuff on the website? That used to be our job. These people get all mad. They'll probably run out the door. They'll be quitting and everything. So you don't want to do that. But again, that's why you should sign up with Amplify. You see, you let your reps run around there and sell and overspec equipment to end users in their offices. And then with all the data that you give HP, they could send these people a better way to do it, a better shopping experience, if you will. That doesn't mean that the overspec and overselling will go away. It will eventually, I guess. But for now, you could still schlep machines up and down the street like it's 1990. HP's not going to care if you do that, as long as you give them the data. Look at this, a laptop for $1,000. Folks, this stuff is just amazing. And if you scroll down to the bottom, it gets better, folks. You could get the ink, the Instant Ink program with a prepaid e-card. A prepaid e-card on the website. Folks, this is unbelievable. So, it's very important that if you're a dealer out there, or even, if you're a print dealer or an IT services dealer and you're involved with HP, sign up to the Amplify agreement. Give them all the data, because you're not going to be able to ever do this stuff yourself. Like I said, could you imagine? There's not a dealer out there that's excited about putting a shopping cart on their website, even though that is a really cool shopping cart. They put a lot of work into this, obviously. And so, folks, help them out. Do your part. All they want you to do is give them all this data. You give them all the data, they could go directly to the end user. They could show them these fancy emails. Look how excited I am. I made a video out of this. Could you imagine if your end users saw this on their email? They would be as excited as me, I'm sure. They might even buy something. You never know, folks. Just some things to think about over the weekend, because we all know this. Status quo is the killer of all that'll be invented. Don't get stuck in status quo, and I'll see you all on Monday.